Help for health care. That issue topped today's agenda at the Biden White House. Correspondent Yamiche Alcindor has our report.
Today, President Biden focused on his campaign pledge to strengthen Obamacare.
There's nothing new that we're doing here other than restoring the Affordable Care Act and restoring the Medicaid to the way it was before Trump became president.
In the Oval Office, he said that effort is more urgent than ever.
Of all times that we need to reinstate access to, affordability of, and extent of access to Medicaid is now in the middle of this COVID crisis.
His first action, expanding enrollment. Beginning February 15th, healthcare.gov, the federal online insurance marketplace, will open an additional sign-up period. The Kaiser Family Foundation found that 15 million uninsured Americans are still eligible for that coverage. But in December, the regular enrollment window closed, and former President Trump declined to reopen it.
What we want to do is terminate it and give great health care.
During his term, Trump repeatedly took steps to try to dismantle the Affordable Care Act. And there's a case pending before the U.S. Supreme Court that could lead to its demise. Meanwhile, President Biden has also ordered action to roll back other Trump policies, including work requirements in some states as a condition for low-income people to enroll in Medicaid. And the president moved to reverse two policies on abortion. He rescinded the so-called global gag rule that bars U.S. funding for health groups abroad that offer abortion counseling. And he directed steps toward restoring federal funding for Planned Parenthood and other groups making abortion referrals in the U.S. At the other end of Pennsylvania Avenue, two of the new president's cabinet nominees made pitches for the new economic stimulus. There was Ohio Congresswoman Marcia Fudge, nominated for Secretary of Housing and Urban Development. She told her Senate confirmation hearing that full recovery requires greatly expanded housing aid.
Whatever it takes, we cannot afford to allow people in the midst of a pandemic to be put in the streets. I just believe that extraordinary times take extraordinary action.
Cecilia Rouse, tapped to head the Council of Economic Advisors, defended the Biden plan to spend $1.9 trillion.
If we don't, we run the risk of actually finding ourselves in a downward spiral, because the capacity to deal with our debt is not only the amount that we spend, but the size of our economy.
Today, Democratic leaders said that if Republicans refuse to support the stimulus plan, they will try to push it through anyway. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Yamiche Alcindor.